High blood pressure is a dangerous condition that can damage your heart. It affects 1 in 3 people in the US and 1 billion people worldwide. If left uncontrolled, it raises your risk of heart disease and stroke. In this video, we share our top tips to lower blood pressure. Any extra resources or information will be included in the description, so make sure to check it out. Our first tip is to walk and exercise regularly. Exercise is one of the best things you can do to lower high blood pressure. Regular exercise helps make your heart stronger and more efficient at pumping blood, which lowers the pressure in your arteries. In fact, 150 minutes of moderate exercise such as walking or 75 minutes of vigorous exercise such as running per week can help lower blood pressure and improve your heart health. What's more, doing even more exercise reduces your blood pressure even further, according to the National Walkers Health Study. Our next tip is to reduce your sodium intake. Salt intake is high around the world. In large part, this is due to processed and prepared foods. For this reason, many public health efforts are aimed at lowering salt in the food industry. In many studies, salt has been linked to high blood pressure and heart events like stroke. However, more recent research indicates that the relationship between sodium and high blood pressure is less clear. One reason for this may be genetic differences in how people process sodium. About half of people with high blood pressure and a quarter of people with normal levels seem to have a sensitivity to salt. If you already have high blood pressure, it's worth cutting back your sodium intake to see if it makes a difference. Swap out processed foods with fresh ones and try seasoning with herbs and spices rather than salt. Our third tip is to drink less alcohol. Drinking alcohol can raise blood pressure. In fact, alcohol is linked to 16% of high blood pressure cases around the world. While some research has suggested that low to moderate amounts of alcohol may protect the heart, those benefits may be offset by negative effects. In the US, moderate alcohol consumption is defined as no more than 1 drink a day for women and 2 for men. If you drink more than that, cut back. Our fourth tip is to eat more potassium-rich foods. Potassium is an important mineral. It helps your body get rid of sodium and ease pressure on your blood vessels. Modern diets have increased most people's sodium intake while decreasing potassium intake. To get a better balance of potassium to sodium in your diet, focus on eating fewer processed foods and more fresh, whole foods. At number 5, we recommend to cut back on caffeine. If you've ever downed a cup of coffee before you've had your blood pressure taken, you'll know that caffeine causes an instant boost. However, there's not a lot of evidence to suggest that drinking caffeine regularly can cause a lasting increase. In fact, people who drink caffeinated coffee and tea tend to have a lower risk of heart disease, including high blood pressure, than those who don't. Caffeine may have a stronger effect on people who don't consume it regularly. If you suspect you're caffeine sensitive, cut back to see if it lowers your blood pressure. Our sixth tip is to learn to manage stress. Stress is a key driver of high blood pressure. When you're chronically stressed, your body is in a constant fight or flight mode. On a physical level, that means a faster heart rate and constricted blood vessels. When you experience stress, you might also be more likely to engage in other behaviors such as drinking alcohol or eating unhealthy food that can negatively affect blood pressure. Our seventh tip is to eat dark chocolate or cocoa. Here's a piece of advice you can really get behind. While eating massive amounts of chocolate probably won't help your heart, small amounts may. That's because dark chocolate and cocoa powder are rich in flavonoids, plant compounds that cause blood vessels to dilate. A review of studies found that flavonoid-rich cocoa improved several markers of heart health over the short term, including lowering blood pressure. For the strongest effects, use non-alkalized cocoa powder, which is especially high in flavonoids and has no added sugars. And for our final tip, we recommend losing weight. If you're overweight, losing weight can make a big difference for your heart health. According to a 2016 study, losing 5% of your body mass could significantly lower high blood pressure. In previous studies, losing 17 pounds or 7.7 kilograms was linked to lowering systolic blood pressure by 8.5 mmHg and diastolic blood pressure by 6.5 mmHg. To put that in perspective, a healthy reading should be less than 120 over 80 mmHg. The effect is even greater when weight loss is paired with exercise. Losing weight can help your blood vessels do a better job of expanding and contracting, making it easier for the left ventricle of the heart to pump blood. So that sums up our tips for lowering blood pressure. If you found any of it useful, then hit that like button, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe.